underneath it.
He does kind of look like a gnome. Where's your pointy red hat? You are so silly. All right, this is the Quickfire,
Yes.
which is my favorite. You get beautiful sort of fuchsia and burgundy colored blooms from this variety. So hydrangea tree, different than a hydrangea shrub.
Yes.
And you're going to get a lot of beauty, tons of, these have the biggest blooms I think of any.
The biggest blooms of any, and also the most cold hardy. That's what I love about these, and tree form. And you're going to love this part, the longest lived of any hydrangea. There are these are Hydrangea paniculatas, if you know your Latin right there. And guess how long they'll live?
I have no idea.
Upwards of 80 years.
Wow.
80 years.
Whoever buys my house next is still going to have these beautiful trees.
Yes, they will.
Well, we have been working together now for, I don't know, 11 years.
At least.
And when I first met Philip, this is one of the first things that I bought because I was newly landscaping our Pennsylvania house, and they grew so quickly, and I kept adding a couple more every spring season. So now, as I said, I think I'm up to about 8 of these. They run along my driveway. I've got them kind of mixed in with my hedge roses. I bought 2 more Quickfires for this year because I'm gonna do this pretty scape around my garden shed this year, which I've been wanting to do, and these are gonna go on either side of the entrance. They are absolutely stunning.
They really are, and I'll tell you about them. The one we're looking at right now, that is Phantom. It has the largest blooms of the 2. Gigantic flowers, 14 to 18 inches long. These do need frost, by the way. Just frost, no freezing. But let me tell you something about the breeding on both of these. The old-fashioned ones of the tree-form hydrangeas, you couldn't grow down south. You can grow these down south. You're down in northern Florida, you thought you couldn't have them? Well, sweetheart, you can.
Good.
So this is this one. My clients in Connecticut, they go away in the fall. So they want theirs to turn quicker. This is Quickfire. This will turn this color in the middle of the summer. And they want to see it early. And it is absolutely phlox pink when it starts, and then it goes to burgundy. And I have to tell you, this is their preferred one. It is just fantastic, and nothing but blooms, and you get blooms the first year.
They are the long, fat, conical blooms. So you're not going
Yes.
to get the round mop tops that you get on some of the hydrangea shrubs.
Right. These are big.
They're big, but the branches are substantial enough that they don't droop down to the ground.
They never break off.
I got a baby one of the Phantoms last year, and as soon as I planted it, like 2 weeks later, it had a big, giant bloom on it. It just had one because it was a baby, but it was like, oh, look at me.
And it's bigger than the rest of the plant, but that's the way Phantom starts. It'll be snow white. By the way, they both start snow white, and then Phantom starts to go to the pale pink at the base, and then it'll go to a rusty pink in the fall. But before they even go to that color,
that's my front yard.
Yes, indeed.
There's my Adirondack chairs. Philip came over one day, so I just trimmed a few and made a nice little bouquet.
And that's early season, so they've got a limey look to them.
And
that's my front yard.
Yours.
That's the second year that they were in. That's what they do. They're just incredible looking, and look at the blooms up close.
Gorgeous. So pretty. So this is the next picture of these 2 silly people loitering around the front of my house.
We sneaked up in the bushes.
Look at us in the bushes. My husband was looking through the window going, what is going on out there?
Yes, he was wondering.
But look at us. Look how big those are. Now again, those blooms are as big as our head.
They really are huge.
There's another shot of them.
That really does show the scale, but one bloom really is an arrangement. I'll tell you what I've done to make an arrangement. I'll get one of those big blooms, stick it in a vase, and I use it as my oasis. I stick all the other flowers through the hydrangea blossom, and it holds them in place.
Look how pretty that is. Oh my gosh. And you know, the trim on my house and on my shed is burgundy color.
And,
that's going to be so pretty.
And I had to, that's at Longwood Gardens.
Yeah.
But the Quickfire, it turns the hottest color of the 2. That's the one my clients are all about. It's the one I have in my garden because I like something that is on fire and it's up high like that. And you know, most gardens, you've got all your flowers down here.
Okay, let me update everybody. If you want the Phantom, which is the white one that stays pretty much that color, we have only 400 for the season. If you want the Quickfire, we have 600 remaining. That's it. We started this season with 7,200 of these trees, so they've been going quickly every time they're shown. This is the most dependable, I think, flowering tree that you can plant. It's easy to plant. It grows quickly. You get tons of flowers. You'll get them the first season, and it comes with that growing guide, of course. And they are really dependable. They look beautiful, and I've never had one bug or pest
They
on
don't-
any of
they
these. I've
don't
never
get
had to
them.
do anything to them.
It takes us a while to produce these because this is a tree form. When it arrives, it's got a nice root zone on it, and it's already got this big crown. And all the leaves come out here, and then midsummer, it starts blooming. You're gonna get blooms this year. It's spectacular. This is the way mine looked the first year, and you saw in the pictures how they looked the second year. It just happens.
Yeah, I really love these. I can't even tell you enough. And many of the garden pictures that you see me post on my Facebook page have these trees in the pictures because I've truly got them in several areas of my gardens. I've got, I don't know, about 2.5 acres, would you say, at my house?
Yeah.
And so there's some on the side of the driveway, there's some in the back in the rose garden there. Now there's gonna be some over near the goose house and the shed on that side because they're just dependable. I plant them, I fertilize them every once in a while, I just watch them grow.
And it's the only thing that's gonna be blooming in the summertime as far as your trees go.
Right.
You know, your dogwoods, your red
They're all
buds,
springtime.
they finish, and also they only live 15 to 20 years.
Right.
These will live upward of 80 years. You want to plant a commemorative plant, this is the one to plant.
Yes.
Don't plant something that's short-lived.
Right.
I call these the Methuselahs of the flowering trees because they absolutely go on. Doesn't matter if you get the ice storms, doesn't matter, they do not break down.
200 left in the Phantom, that's the white one. 500 in the Quickfire, and that's it for the season. Don't let these pass you by. And I love that idea of planting a commemorative tree for a loved one that has passed. It's so beautiful to always remember that person with a tree that will stay for 80 years.
80 years.
In your garden.
And in a small garden, this is looking good all the time. In a small garden, a dogwood tree is not going to do it. If you've got a patio garden, these blooms are all summer long, all the way into the fall. You can dry them and bring them inside. Also in your patio garden, if you pick these up, I just want to show you this.
Yeah.
You want a lot of color? Look how beautiful this is. By the way, this Quickfire right here, this is a color, it will be in the middle of the summer,
You don't have to
not
wait
at
till
the
fall.
end, in the middle of the summer.
And Philip made a
Oh my
great
gosh.
point. Most flowering trees are only flowering in the spring, and for just a short time, you know, you look at them one day, they've got flowers, the next day, there's all leaves. Where'd the flowers go?
Exactly.
If you got a windy day, all the flowers blow off, and then they're gone till next year. These are flowering in the summer. They'll be the only trees that will have your flowers in the summer. We're very busy on the lines. It's now last call on the Phantom. 300 in the Quickfire. Let's say hi to Donna in Pennsylvania.
Oh,
hey,
good.
Donna, how are you?
I'm good, Carolyn and Philip. How are you?
Hey, thanks for calling.
Yes, thank you. Do you like these trees?
I love them.
Oh, good. Which ones are you getting, the Quickfire or the Phantom?
I ordered the Quickfire. I want to use it as a commemorative tree for my father-in-law who passed away recently, and
how
I want to
lovely.
put it in my backyard.
Yes.
You're going to absolutely love it. Donna, I guess I've got about 5 of these in my garden here, right here in Westchester, Pennsylvania. And I love mine. Let me tell you a little tip about these trees. Is it in late winter, as in, say, about right now, if you ever want to trim them up to get them a little bit tighter, you can do that. This is a time to do it right now, and then because they bloom on the new wood, you don't have to worry about the winter. They're going to always bloom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's great to know that I can trim it back a little bit and that it will make it fuller because
Well, see the
I
picture
don't have any trees back there right now, and I was looking for something.
Donna,
that
you see
wouldn't
the
be
picture right
too,
there?
Cumbersome.
Yes.
You see the pictures right there, Donna?
Yes.
Okay, that's at Longwood Gardens. They trim theirs to keep them like lollipops. Can you see how that is? They cut theirs back in late winter to give you an idea about the maintenance. I let mine go wild and they have filled up the whole area along the fence. They're just gorgeous.
Yeah, you can do it either way. You can keep them a tidy shape or just
I
let
really
them go.
had a hard time choosing what color.
Oh,
Well,
I know.
this is my favorite one.
Well, this
the
one,
Quickfire.
This one stays just white and really pale pink, but this one, that Quickfire, is gorgeous because you have it'll start out white and then get deeper pink than this one ever will, and then it eventually becomes that cranberry red. It's very pretty.
Well, that's wonderful because I have a small yard, so I couldn't use 2 of them. So I really am, you know, anxious to get it and anxious to see it bloom.
It'll be pretty, and you could plant something under it or put a pretty little bench near it, have a nice little commemorative area for him. He would be looking down and smiling.
Oh, I plan to. I have a nice teak glider that I'm going to put there.
Oh, nice.
With a little plaque, and I think it'll be wonderful.
I know, that sounds lovely. How nice. Well, this is the perfect tree for that, and enjoy it, and thank you for shopping with us.
I thank you both very much, and have a nice Easter and a happy spring.
Happy
Thanks so
Easter,
much,
Donna.
Donna.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
So here's where we're at. We started the season with 7,200 of these trees. The Phantom is completely sold out. We have 150 left in the Quickfire, and then that's it till next year, if then. I'm getting the Quickfire.
Well,
Donna got the Quickfire.
You'll never have more than I have.
I already do have more than you have. Neener. But I'm sure you've got connections. You'll pass me by.
You have just thrown down the gauntlet.
All right. Get the last remaining of those hydrangea trees. Really, they are stunning. Coming up in about 15 minutes, we have ground cover roses. They're already very popular in this show. They spread out and give you just that wave of color. And the golden ones completely sold out last May. They are back along with the lavender variety, but both of them not high quantities, and it's all we have for the season. So watch for those coming up. Okay, daylily time. Now, don't go to the bathroom or go get down to your mailbox or something because you think you've already got daylilies. This is a different daylily. It's way more special. This is like the gourmet daylily.
Yes, it is.
There are, I don't know, tens and thousands, if not more, varieties of daylilies around.